So we're
We're,
back.
yes, we're back.
Just grabbed a cozy sweater from the dryer. So
Oh yeah,
it's one
the
of my
best
favorite
feeling.
things, have a warm sweater.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Um, that's beautiful. What were we talking about? The high dimensional prana?
Yeah, I think we were talking about some different meditations that or different experiences that we've had with various
Hmm.
meditations. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, personally, I've just been doing the Merkaba meditation um, for almost 2 years now, till January. So I got a few more months. Um, yeah. What about you?
How does that work out for you?
It's good. It's definitely like slowly, step by step, like increasing my my
Is it,
ability to feel love for everything,
hmm.
um, like on command, uh, yeah, but it
Feel
is
love.
like, yeah,
Feel love now.
like I could just close my eyes and like breathe deeply a few times and I'm there. Um, yeah, it is like definitely a challenge though, because it's like every day. And I do it at night because I'm procrastinating. So yeah, sometimes it's down to the very last minute. Uh, yeah,
Yeah. Um,
bless you. Sorry about that.
really fun. Life's going on all around us all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Um,
Are you doing any meditations or?
Yeah, I was just sitting a moment with the Merkaba meditation because logically, since we activated from the heart in the ATIH workshops, it has become unnecessary to do this meditation. So I have been told. Yet I found myself too some time ago to be really interested in this meditation again, and I started doing it daily again. And I was first I just did it because I felt to do it. Um, I guess I wanted to connect. Um, it made me actually connect in a stronger way with the Merkaba, and I felt I wanted to strengthen this connection. It's a little bit like in um, well, in some shamanic teachings, they say if you uh, daily feed your spirit animal, you're gonna have a better connection to it, right? Um, so I kind of felt like I wanted to have a deeper connection with my Merkaba, and this meditation actually helped me because it was like this. I was basically just breathing it into uh, um, having a more subtle and subtle experience with it. Um, so it's nice that you feel doing that. It's really I can yeah. It's sometimes hard to say, but the more often I'm also a sporty person, so I sometimes can relate that the more often I do something, it becomes intuitively. Then in situations I move in a certain way, um, which I then realize, oh yeah, I have kind of like habituated my body to do that. Like when there's a push, I just let it push, and then I just turn and let the energy just go. Like
Yeah,
not like fighting against it or so. And this is just um, um, and I think doing these meditations, they're a little bit like a wizard spell. In the beginning, I'm like, wow, I'm opening, the directions, and I'm like, and then I start, to do something,
yeah,
and then it becomes just second nature. It just the moment I think of it, it's there, and it just needs my intent to move. And I feel like having the commitment and the dedication to actually explore this, what we said with the unity breath, or these little pieces, prana, just
Yeah.
breathing, playing around with it. And this is also where the exciting inner child comes in, and this the nerdy scientist and the explorative inner child, and they merge, and it becomes this fun way of exploring something new, or finding new ways to do it. And this is something that was so attractive to me. I really like it because it talks to all of these aspects. It talks to this aspect which just wants to rest and feel love and feel complete. And then there's this aspect of like, so how does it work? Let's observe it, right? Let's
Yeah.
see what happens if I breathe in like this, and what does it actually do in me? And I didn't even really feel it until like the hundredth time or so. I was sitting down. I'm like, oh, this is the energy channel in my body, and this is the circuit it uses for me. Um, yeah. Uh, what do I do for meditation? Um, there there are different phases in my life for sure, for different things.
Yeah.
I did the Merkaba meditation and the Unity breath meditation. And then I was sitting a lot of Vipassana meditation. So I went to Vipassana centers around the world, and I was doing 10 hours meditation a day. And they work with body vibration, scanning the body up and down. So I just started feeling the body vibration all the time, like having this experience of continuous meditation, to
Yeah.
just be present all the time. And combined it whenever I was too busy to feel the body vibration, I was going back to breathing, and then I was breathing, prana
Hmm.
from above and below. Um, and so sometimes now I'm meditating mostly Zen, Dzogchen, empty mind,
Wow.
just
Nice.
blue sky mind. It's beautiful, but I needed some time to get there. Like um, as abstract and as I like this mind, it's also it's a lot of hindrances in it. So I needed to bend it to my will. I
Wow.
needed to condition it in different ways, to not be so intrusive, with some sorts, like dominant, like this is the reality I want you to have now, kind of thing. Sometimes very like from out of nowhere, just like bam, this like storm of like thoughts, and like pers- like this is the story, and I want you to see the world like this. And took a while to like just like, oh, it's a big cloud, bye.
Yeah.
Whoa, intense cloud, oh, that's a great pull on me, let's cut the cords.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it took some time. And um I just recently did a workshop with Paul a couple months ago. It's called the Next Step ATIH,
Yeah.
where he uh, goes into Egyptian high alchemy a little bit more, which might be interesting because you already work with the pranayama and so. And I don't know if you remember the anking,
Yeah.
which is also in the book. Um, um, so he had this beautiful thing, and I really want to share this. He calls it the three questions, and he he said he figured out there is an energetic state, a consciousness state, and an emotional state. Um, and he said, well, sometimes we ask questions, and I try to be very simple and short. Um, we say like, well, we have a question, and then we um, take oracle cards, and we get a symbol, and we get intuitive messages, and this is like the feedback we get from consciousness. But he said you can also say, give me the answer in an actual shift of my state, an actual shift, not as a message, not as an image, not as a knowing, just give it to me as an actual shift. And then whenever we started doing a process, like an alchemical process, a meditation, we said, okay, what is the best and most powerful emotional state that I can shift into for this process now? And then you let the shift happen. Boom. And I played around with it. And I was amazed that after a couple of days, I'm like, whoa, I sometimes just wake up, and of course I get aware the moment I wake up, and sometimes I let the dream itself out and get intuition about it and insight. And then I just ask these three questions. What is the best and most powerful energy state or energetic state, consciousness state, and emotional state for me to shift into for this day, for this practice, for making breakfast, for reading this book, for um, alignment with the wisdom from my heart, like
Yeah.
anything.
Nice.
Um, what is the best and most powerful consciousness state for me to shift into to understand what we both talk about as it would be my second nature? And you can start to be very playful with the questions you ask. They get more clever. And so I was like, whoa, it's, like everything in the beginning, I was like, we ask mental questions. But then I'm like, well, let's play around with it because when I worked with children in the past, I commanded them because we were only talking to the right brain. So we didn't ask any questions at all. We didn't talk to the left brain, just to the right brain. So
Yeah.
no questions, no. Just we just said, tell me, move um, out of your body, go to the ceiling, come back, all of these commands, but not asking a question. So the intellect is involved. But what I figured out, because uh, I don't kind of need to trick it, because I can still be present also when my intellect is involved. So I was giving it a shot and I profited from it immensely.
Wow.
I didn't do it before our call though. but but it's if I have a phone call, sometimes I just don't like to do all this bureaucratic stuff, right? And then I'm like, okay. And I shift my state and I just do it. And it
Nice.
gave me this little push to, to overcome when I don't want to do this right now, or to feel like, I'm ready now. Done. You know what I mean? When you like go to friends and you sit in the car and before you go in 5 minutes, you just rest and you breathe in your heart to be like in a perfect state to now
Yeah.
go and meet your friends,
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes it happens. It did happen in the past for sure. But no, if I don't feel 100%, I just ask the three questions, let the shift happen, and I go. And
Amazing.
it just saves a lot of time also. But it's also more like magic. I'm like, wow, that's real wizard stuff.
Yeah. Wow.
So this is kind of what I do. I do meditation in different lengths during the day. I like right now I feel my body vibration. Um, so I just kind of keep in the state of presence. Um, but not like as stress or I have to do it. It just becomes effortless the more often you do it. Um, and I most often go my heart to the unity breath. Sometimes I just send a beam of light down. Don't do the whole process. Just wake up, send a beam of light down. It comes back
Hmm.
and communicate like this. Um, but it's varies. I guess now when I on Saturday I go to my brother lives in the mountains in Southern Europe, and when I go to him, I will probably meditate way more because also the environment is just so relaxing.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, when I'm here in West Germany, sometimes everything's a little busy. So
Yeah.
I love to meditate at night though, so I can relate to what you said that you sometimes postpone it until later in the night because then it's calm,
Yeah.
especially in a city or
Yeah.
town. Don't know where you live.
Yeah. I'm
So,
kind of like in a small town. I'm like 30
mhm.
minutes away from a city. Um,
Yeah,
I'm more of a nature person, so not about that city life. Um,
yeah, it's super boring.
yeah.
My neighbor, she just came to me. She was like, "Oh, Lucas, how are you?" I haven't been here for, I don't know, half a year or so.
Yeah.
And they she hugged me. She's like, "Oh, you know what happened to me? Depression found me." And I look at her and I'm like, "Yeah, life can get very monotonous, right? Living here and everything
Hmm.
become a little gray." And yeah, so that's kind of always I'm here for 4 or 5 days max, and then I have to go.
Oh, what's your next step? Where are you going now?
I
You
know,
don't
yeah.
know. Okay.
No, I've been for quite a while now in Northern America. And I just came back a couple of weeks ago. I met my partner in the Netherlands. And now I actually just have 2 days for myself. So I'm
Nice.
not gonna plan anything, but I'm
Okay.
um, gonna meet my bro and I gonna see where we are at. Maybe we gonna sell his property and buy some new property somewhere. And I definitely want to settle down a little bit. Not forever, but have a home base.
Yeah.
But I, I'm not gonna sign a contract. So I
Nice.
signed a contract with Spirit for sure. Um, so
Yeah.
that's gonna be exciting. There's fear coming up. Which can also mean feel excited and ready. But
True.
um,
Yes.
it's all connected with this. I'm just curious what's gonna happen. I did this often in my life. Just go and um, but yeah, let's see. I want to live outside. I've been around. I want to rest a little bit. I've been traveling much lately,
Yeah.
and yeah, I don't know yet. It's really exciting.
Nice. Yeah.
So, I think the long answer to your question, what is my meditation practice? Um, I do also shamanic practices and all of this, you know, but this maybe for another time.
Sure.
Um, One thing, if you don't mind, if I keep on talking,
Of course. Go for
you
it.
mentioned you had this dream where you do the creation process. And I do remember falling asleep to it often because I was putting the recording on my ear and just fall asleep. Always hoping it makes something with my brain.
Yeah.
But when you mentioned you looked through it, you saw a little Merkaba right there, you know?
Yeah. The external chakra.
The external chakra is kind of like this, and you tune it out
Yeah.
very scientifically. And
Yeah.
um, also with Paul, I forgot this information totally, which Drunvalo is apparently talking about. He said each chakra, and if you remember the chakra, when you have your root chakra, there's one in the front, one in the back, at the sides. Um, and so the energy is actually kind of like 90 degrees spiraling up, right?
Yeah, like this is the root chakra, and then there's like five channels, and they go like this. That
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah.
And the new way of breathing is like from above and below, and it spirals in both directions, comes together, and how it was super interesting.
Yeah.
But right, this here,
Yeah.
when you said the Merkaba, um, he said every chakra is a small Merkaba in itself. Like
Yeah.
they are like tiny little Merkabas in them. And he kind of related to it. Sometimes psychics say, well, the chakra spins right. So for me, it spins to the right. Uh, and But then some people say, no, it spins to the left. And both are kind of right because if there's a Merkaba and it spins in this 34:21 ratio, there is actually, or whatever ratio, um, it's actually there's one spinning anyway to the left, one is spinning to the
Yes.
right, and one is kind of neutral or has like a little spin.
Yeah.
Um, and that it makes total sense. It also combines what I've learned in Kriya Yoga, the Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna, the three channels going up the spine, because this would actually make total sense if the three star tetrahedrons would actually symbolize that. Um, this
Yeah.
energy movement going up and down. And I'm like, this makes sense. It just makes sense, which I
Yeah.
again love about this stuff. And I just thought you saw this golden Merkaba here, and then this halo expanded from it. And I was wondering, what does has this specific point and the Merkaba function has to do with the halo expanding? You know?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Um, so I think this is just a hunch or something. But
Hmm.
this external chakra is the projection of the external world. Like, you know how
Right.
Drunvalo talks about like the Leonardo sphere, like that's all. I've even had dreams about this,
It's
where
5 p.m. 55 right now, by the way.
okay,
Okay,
sorry,
go ahead.
we don't have. Oh, you're talking about angel numbers. Okay, um, but yeah, so um,
It's a
this
projection of the external world.
yeah, so the chakra that's invisible, I can't see it right now, but when you can like I don't just got to get all my thoughts in a straight line here. Um, so you know the Leonardo sphere in the Earth Sky Heart workshop, he talks about that's all that the universe is. It's just out at your fingertips, right? Out at your
Yeah,
fingertips.
yeah,
Um, and then the way that the creation process works is that it moves. The image starts from the heart, tiny space of the heart, and then moves up, and then you turn it to the third eye, and then you go, and then it connects all the way eventually to the external chakra.
hmm
Then that projects to the halo, and then that instantly projects to the ionosphere, which is the
yeah.
external world.
So what is that then?
I think the external chakra is a projection of of light to the halo and the ionosphere.
Right. And the dream is projected from the tiny space.
Yeah, it's like yeah, the dream is it comes up through here and uses this function
Mm.
to go out to the external world. Uh, yeah, I've even had dreams where I'm like aware of this, like, wait a second, isn't this like just a dream with a bubble? And I go out and I touch the edge of the Leonardo sphere and I see a ripple. And I'm like,
Mm.
wow, it's crazy stuff.
Mm.
Um,
Wow,
yeah. So yeah.
that's crazy.
Um, yeah, like
You're a
I
good
said,
dreamer. I like that.
yeah, it's those mental imagery exercises, I tell you. They're so crazy, dude.
Gonna send me those books over.
Yeah. So I'll send
You can only do so much, but
um
I I do like
I want to
imagery.
upload those audios to my YouTube channel. Um if I can, because there's no real audios for the books, you know. It's really unfortunate
Yeah.
because these things that for me they're so powerful. They're like 30 seconds long,
Hmm.
but it feels like 2 hours have passed
Yeah.
with emotional energy and all that stuff. Um,
Friend of mine,
yeah.
she's also a student, and I did with her um, some education before, but she went to Yugoslavia or Slovenia, and she actually met with Catherine Scheinberg this year,
Wow.
and she went through this, training, the Sapphire Imagery
Yeah,
kind
I
of
wanted to
practitioner
do that
training,
so much. Yeah.
and she kind of ended up living somewhere in Slovenia, on like a little piece of land in a hut from somebody, and she's like
Nice.
continuously practicing, this teaching.
Wow.
It was
That's
like
awesome.
insane. She's yeah. I met her a couple of times when I lived in Germany last year. Um, it was good stuff. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, just if you're watching this and you don't know all the imagery, it just the essence of this whole practice is this thing called reversing, which we talked about, where you just like reverse images until you wake up in the morning. Like you go backwards through your day
mm,
until you've reached the start of your day. Um, and I've done that while I'm dreaming too, because like let's say something bad happens in the dream and I like reverse it like I do in normal life, and then you go to the start of the dream, but it's just way too heavy for me. Way too heavy. Like each dream is like a birth of a universe, but we don't remember this
Mm,
because we're unconscious. And
mm,
yeah,
I like that.
yeah, it's crazy.
Sounds beautiful.
All
I
right.
do. Yeah.
Oh, continue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's wrap it. No, let's wrap it up. Yeah,
Yeah, that
it's
sounds
fine.
good.
We could go on for forever.
Yeah, it's good to save some for the next session. Yeah.
Oh, there's loads more. Well, thank you so much. Thanks for
Yeah.
hanging out. It's been a pleasure.
This has been Connor and Lucas, and thank you everyone for listening.
Thank you for listening. See you next time.
See you next time.